What's going on, guys? We're live.
How's it going?
Alright, so we're getting started here in just a second. They're just making sure everybody's ready. And we'll get everybody in the game. Dude, I am so excited. Beyond excited.
I'm very excited. The first match
I know.
for Clash Contenders series.
Well, no.
And it's some like
actually,
we had
full
EU.
frontage.
I mean
Yeah, for NA. Yeah.
Americas. For Americas. For
Yeah,
Americas.
it's only fair. Coach Shy, Northern Light, let's hack. Let's up. Welcome to Clash. They're serious. It feels good to say that.
It does.
With me today, Durant. How do you pronounce it? I always mess. Why don't you introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? I'm Durian. Dur-E-N. So,
all right.
yeah.
I got it.
I'm happy to be here with T-Clap joining the stream. It's
yeah,
gonna be
man.
really fun. Oh man, everyone's talking about your tie. I knew I should have grabbed the tie.
I had to rep the tie, boys. I had to rep the tie.
All right, next time I'll bring out the tie too.
I know. He told me he was gonna wear a polo. I was like, but my polos are all wrinkled. I was like, I'm just gonna grab it. I'm just gonna go for it. So we're trying to make this as professional as possible because you know what, CCS deserves that level of respect. So I figured let's start the trend now. Let's bring the professionalism up to the top because you know what, Complexity's Matt, everybody that's running this, you know, Chino, Full Frontage, you guys are doing awesome stuff. Couldn't be any more humble to sit here and cast these matches. It's really an honor to be here, and I'm really thankful that I had this opportunity, especially with my good friend.
Yeah, absolutely. This is so super exciting. I'm so thankful to be doing this, and I hope we get some good games.
We're gonna get nothing.
Oh. That's what I'm thinking too. Is we get the tippity top of the competition.
Seriously, man, these guys worked hard to get here. They had to go through not only the qualifiers, but also had to go through each team to get picked, so it wasn't even a guarantee. Right. And to be top 64 NA and EU and huge event like this, it's a big deal. You know, even if you guys didn't get top 64 that are in chat, me being one of them, I know.
Guilty.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of us are like, you know, you could be a little ticked off about it, but at the same time, it's like you gotta respect those that did make it, and like they really earned it. You know, and then on top of that, you had Supercell throwing in like, you know, the TOS book.
Oh, that pop bonus, the matching of the donation, that's real. It blew my mind.
Dude, the fact that Supercell came through on that as well, like I had to hop on that. I had to.
Yeah.
And it's really just, it's insane. It's insane the amount of work that went into this, the amount of professionals. I can't stress it. It's a blessing.
It is. Welcome everyone, by the way. I know we're kind of talking, but welcome everyone in the chat.
We could definitely spend some time talking to chat. We got a little bit of time. It looks like they're gonna get ready here in just a second. So hey, cool. So with the welcome to back, brother. Cool. So also a top contender. Thanks, cool. Northern Light, what's up, buddy? Shouting out for VG. Hey, Northern Light, didn't you play for Team Liquid Academy? What are you shouting out, VG? He's going against the Tides here, Durian. What is this? The Tack, Marcus, Alex. I'm just gonna go through everybody in the chat. Bandit, G, Sickness, Ryan, Mike, Chris. Yes, I already said that. Chachi, what's going on? Chachi stream tomorrow night's match with Durian. That's gonna be pretty sweet. You guys definitely gotta check that out for tomorrow night. Same time.
Chachi. Same time, different place. Same series. Same quality matches. It's gonna be a good time.
So guys, is there anything you want to say, Durian, before we get ready to dive into this? Do you have any predictions? see anything in particular?
Oh, predictions. I don't know. Well, I was catching up on my CRL today, and Royal Recruits are apparently out here in force. So
Ah,
I'm interested to see if we'll see them in the CCS as well, and like maybe if people like pick other like non-meta cards to maybe try to counter them.
yeah, no, totally. Roy Recruits, Sparky.
So
I've also seen different variations of Roy Recruits. And Rider.
I know
It's
everything.
just like
Royal
Recruits are
Recruits
everywhere,
everything.
but
It's
now
crazy.
with the new there's OP kind of thing, I'm
Oh,
kind of hoping to
yeah.
see some more wall breaker action
That would be really fun.
because they're so underrated, man. Like they were hardly used when they.
Yeah.
Also, the
Wall
witch got a
breakers.
huge.
Yeah, I heard Giant Witch is pretty nasty. So
Dude, witch.
you
is
guys think we'll be
deadly.
seeing some of that?
Well, I hope so. Guys, before we even go any further with this conversation, we're about to start. I just want to say good luck to both teams. Yes, I am a part of Vanguard, but I have no bias. I have no bias here.
Sure.
I just want a nice, clean match. I want it to be aggressive. I want there to be a lot of action. And who knows, there could be a couple of clips we pull off for SLG's top clips of the week.
Ooh.
We'll see if anyone notices. But here we go, guys. First match underway for CCS.
That's a slick transition you got there.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, so
All right, let's get
looks
this
like
underway.
up first, we have Fetus Jr. Sheldon Cooper. Vanguard Gaming go against Lich Pentakill and Ender Academy.
Are we talking about the witch?
Yep,
She's already out.
Speaking of the devil, there's the witch. Dropping 4 skellies on. Look at that, surrounding her with skellies. Insane.
Yeah, and there's so many skeletons now that it makes it such a pain for like any melee troop to really get in.
Seriously, I would not want to be playing a Prince deck or anything with Mini P.E.K.K.A because that's not gonna get a swing.
No, okay. I was just gonna say it looks like we got the makings of some skeleton giant, potentially clone coming out.
Giant Skelly's gonna get some good value there on its bomb. Nicely done. Oh, what was that?
Oh, freeze! Really interesting freeze.
A little late on the freeze. Not really an effective freeze. That is gonna cost them. But we'll see how they retaliate. Graveyard gonna come down the back, get a little chip damage on the tower. Freeze gonna come down as well.
Ooh, nice freeze.
And that's
Vanguard looking to capitalize on the opponent's misfreeze.
Seriously.
Maybe get that elixir advantage.
Oh, it's a ping pong match. Back and forth. Poison gonna come down. That isn't a deep. No, that's an aggressive. Almost couldn't tell with the lava arena. Going double elixir. Goblin Cage down. I assume Giant Skelly is going to retaliate
everywhere.
That P.E.K.K.A. or Witch. There's the Giant Skelly. Going in hot as Vanguard Gaming.
Wow, look at all those Dark Princes. They really do not want to take any damage. Probably concerned about that freeze. You gotta be really careful about the freeze coming from both sides.
Yeah, man. And there's a defensive freeze there. Nice job. That's actually a good freeze. Baby Dragon's gonna do a lot of damage. Another freeze.
Another offensive freeze.
Back and forth freezes. It looks like a Fisherman might be played here to pull that P.E.K.K.A. Dark Goblin gonna play in the back for that defense, and that should be okay. Executioner is gonna be a problem though.
Nice pick up on that Executioner for sure. And they're really just throwing graveyard haymakers back and forth at each other.
Seriously, just back and it's almost like they talked about what decks they're gonna use. Very similar decks, just instead of Giant Skelly, you got P.E.K.K.A. You got Executioner instead of Dragon. Very similar.
The P.E.K.K.A.'s really interesting to me, especially because, like we just talked about, the Royal Recruits you know, have been everywhere, not only in 1v1s, but also 2v2s. And you know, the P.E.K.K.A. kind of gets distracted a lot by those guys. So,
Yeah, so if they take your advice, they actually.
yeah, so it's interesting to see the.
Probably going to be another freeze. There's no real support on that. They might just let it go, cut their losses. The Giant Skelly. Oh, they do freeze.
Ooh,
wow.
Freeze. Look at those two skeletons.
Couple skeletons on tower. That's pretty good damage there, but see what happens here. They're a little behind.
They've got to defend this graveyard, but this Dark Goblin has been putting in so much work, like behind the King Tower.
Wow, good timing on the freeze, but not gonna be enough damage so far. But that's gonna be close. A couple of logs and a poison, and that's gonna be towered down. Vanguard needs to play some.
You know, one thing
defense.
that the Dark Goblin on the towers.
What a misplay! Giant Skelly came down too late, and that's gonna be game 1 over to Team Liquid Academy. Wow.
So Team Liquid, one thing they did really well in that match that we didn't really see come out of Vanguard too much was they were really good at, they played the P.E.K.K.A. right at the bridge. They blocked the Giant Skeleton, the tank from Vanguard from coming over to you know, minimize the damage.
The Giant Skelly, man, just half of a fraction of a millisecond too slow, and that's all it takes at this level of game. That millisecond that the Dark Goblin got a shot, and it was really only 1 or 2. That was all. So really unfortunate there from Vanguard. They're shaking off the nerves right now. You know, they're trying to get into the match, and guys, they're playing at a high level competition. They're nervous, and Team Liquid Academy has you know, a big team on their shoulder.
They do.
Name. It's scary going up. So game 2 is going to get underway in just a second. But what do you think, man? I think so far, both teams be in the same mindset when it comes to the decks. Both had Graveyard. Both were playing freezes like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't.
Both with the Graveyard freeze, right? It's really interesting. I'm curious to see if they'll switch it up as we go into this next match.
And here we go.
As we speak, and or maybe they might switch it up because it seemed like Team Liquid, they had the advantage in the Graveyard mirror match. So Vanguard maybe want to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, they might.
Keep them on
but
their
then
toes.
again, judging by the first play, it looks like Team Liquid's gonna stick to their guns.
Looks like both of them sticking to their guns here, with witches and Dark Goblins and poisons coming out all over the place.
And I can't blame them because 2v2 is really, you know, you only practice for it in competitive play, right? You're not really practicing 2v2 for any other accolade other than competitive. And to practice just one deck is tough for these matches, so I can only imagine how big the 2v2 arsenal actually is, especially in this meta. But who knows, man? They could have actually played a sibling just to throw off their opponents. I've seen that happen time and time again.
Yeah, some people are tricky like that.
No, seriously. Alright, looks like a freeze about to happen here. Might be a little overkill though. I don't think they're gonna play it. Might be the best move.
Yeah, I think that Team Liquid, they've got a lot of units on the field, so if you go that offensive push, you're probably gonna get slapped by a huge counter push.
Those units are within freeze range.
Comes out.
Definitely a misplay there by Vanguard. You want to keep your troops far enough away apart so that way they both don't get in the freeze radius. That is huge damage on the tower, and we're only a minute.
Not even double elixir time. And Team Liquid again with a big lead here.
Yeah, this is going to be hard to come back with, but hopefully Vanguard will pull something out and show us. Graveyard coming down a little
kind of
early,
a naked graveyard almost.
but definitely a good play. Let the Dark Prince cross. I probably would have played the Giant Skelly a little higher and not let the Dark Prince cross, because you already knew the Graveyard was coming down, so you wouldn't verify what the mindset was there. But defensive freeze. Don't know if that was worth it, but we'll see what happens here. Counter Graveyard probably going to come down here in just a second, and they still have freeze in their arsenal, so this is going to be huge. Double Graveyard in the same exact location. Fisherman's going to pull the Dark Prince in, and that's going to be crazy damage on the tower. No freeze, though. I guess that I don't know if they ran freeze this time. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think that they either don't have freeze or they didn't have enough elixir. Didn't want to commit it. The double Graveyard was really interesting. Unfortunately, got caught by that one single poison.
There we go. Giant Skelly at the bridge to stop the P.E.K.K.A. in his tracks. That's how you want to play it. You don't want to let the unit cross the bridge and tank the tower. Want the tower to do the work for you, but still, damage went down.
It's good to see Vanguard being a little bit more. Yeah, a little odd on that Graveyard, but it's good to see that Vanguard is kind of noticed that that's the main reason they lost last time, is letting the tanks, come across and kind of adapting. That early lead may be too much to overcome.
Crazy damage right now. Baby Dragon gonna get onto the tower. No, Hunter comes down just in time. What a beautiful play. Turning the Baby Dragon around. This could be a huge push here for Vanguard. Let's see if they do have that freeze in the pocket. Sheldon holding on to some elixir. He's got the freeze. The freeze is down. But not enough luck on the RNG. Dark Prince wipes that clean. Looks like Liquid might just take here. Jeez, that's poison. Team Liquid 2-0, first set win. Wow. I don't know about you, Durian, but Team Liquid coming out strong, man. I'm feeling the heat. I feel the
that
vibes.
Was a dominating way to start this match in the 2v2 set.
I feel like Vanguard missed their chance. They had, if they just had that freeze down, once the Fisherman grabbed the Dark Prince and pulled them in, there was no Dark Princes near the tower on that one push. I feel like if they just had a freeze, it would have been a whole different game. Right. But you know what?
They did actually have a freeze.
I mean, we could always check the replays.
Very interesting.
I don't know if we have enough time to. I don't want to risk it and miss any matches. But Durian, since you're off stream, why don't you go ahead, watch the replay on 4 times. Let us know, did they have the freeze in hand, or was he just out of elixir?
They definitely have the freeze in hand. I'll go in and check.
Appreciate it.
If I checked their decks, freeze was definitely in the deck.
No, they used freeze.
Know.
They used freeze at the end. I mean, like, did they have freeze? We could check later.
It must have been an elixir issue. Oh, what's going on here?
Here we go. We're in.
They changed the replay on. They changed the replay on us.
Oh. Wow.
I don't get to see elixir.
Interesting. We went back to the old ways, huh? Anyway, we got Felix El Grande. Ooh, I know Felix.
Ooh,
Felix. He's a really good player from Eastern, and he's won a couple of titles.
He's actually placed 4th in the qualifiers.
Wow.
For the Clash Contenders. So that's
a number you don't want to mess with.
Do not. But Mogo is no joke either. He was 24th.
Wow. Go Jojo. Oh, there's wall breakers.
And there we go, wall breakers.
We've asked and we've received.
We have asked and received. So interesting to see wall breakers so early already in the first one. Not really waiting to see what other people are playing.
Taking this deck, he took bait to another level and threw wall breakers in.
Mm-hmm. It's curious that he, typically Goblin Barrel is the win condition, and he just threw in another one with wall breakers instead of like replacing the wall breakers or something like that.
Oh, he has
or
both.
Replacing the Goblin Barrel, yeah.
He's got both the Goblin Barrel and wall breakers, and I give him credit. That's a pretty ballsy move if you ask me. Brenna's gonna get taken out by the wall breakers, and it looks like Mogo gonna play either an RG in the back to roll things off.
Yeah, Mogo's definitely waiting for that double elixir.
Yeah. Did have a little RG push earlier, but just feeling his opponent out. There it is. RG goes in the back. He's gonna run lightning. Who knows? It could be Fireball. I know Fireball has been pretty popular in the RG decks lately, but the log this time. That's gonna be good.
No longer. The curious part here will be how Felix goes ahead and defends these Royal Giant pushes, because he probably doesn't have Inferno Tower in his deck, or a building.
You're
like
probably
Prince
right.
even.
You're probably right on that. I think he probably has Rocket as his last card.
That would be my guess as well.
But he's doing good. He's doing pretty good defending those RGs. He doesn't need a building. But at the same time, Mogo doing a really good job on defense. He is taking a little bit of the bait, I guess you would say, and throwing log when Rascals comes down and not really focusing on Goblin Barrel. But now it looks like he's gonna start doing it.
We got another Royal Giant coming in.
Uh-oh. No building is right. Log comes back. RG gets one shot. A lot of good defense. Ogo looks like he's in a pretty good position, but remember, Felix is hiding that last card. He probably has Rocket, so he only needs a couple of chip swings from Goblin Barrel or from the Princess, but here it goes. They're going to rush each other. RG with the heavy hammer doesn't even get one shot on the tower. That's crazy defense by Felix. And Felix
insane defense, yeah. It's so hard for Mogo to get any sort of pushes going if he doesn't have the log to support the Royal Giant and take out those Rascals or the Goblin Gang that's being set up to defend. But he just needs it to defend his Goblin Barrels, or else he's gonna get rocketed.
Exactly.
Real soon.
It's like so much pressure. He's getting logged right now. RG's gonna come down. Does he have it? RG, get a shot.
Just look at all that log bait that comes down onto the Royal Giant.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Tower, one log and a rocket away from ending this game, and it looks like
and a rocket. Both towers logging a rocket away.
To take it down.
Whew. That was actually pretty close then at the end.
Wow.
Both towers low on both players' sides.
That is true, but Felix doing an amazing job with that. And honestly, he played it really smart. Without a building in hand, I mean, you gotta give him credit. RG at some points didn't even get one shot on the tower, and let alone only get one at most. Maybe at one point, I think there was a time where Mogo did log aggressively. It cost him a lot on his tower side of things, but that was the only time RG got more than one shot on the tower.
Yeah, this is definitely the one time that he was able to like make an offense himself. So you got to wonder, do I play defensive or do I play offensive?
So we're going into match number 2. Now we got Magma and Vanguard going against Felix. Felix staying on the podium. Is proud to be there. I can tell you, Felix is a really good player, so it's gonna be tough to beat him. But I wonder, Magma also is really.
It's definitely clear why Felix got ranked 4th in the qualifiers.
I think Felix going with a different version of bait.
Yeah. Usually we see the miner with like a mortar. That was what we're usually kind of familiar, the miner mortar bait. He's been playing that deck a little bit recently, but and the wall breakers come out again.
Wall breakers yet again. Oh, and one makes it to the tower. That's unfortunate. The elixir spent on that Magma was pretty much.
Yeah, that was a rough connection.
Interesting. Since Magma only has Snowball and doesn't have Log, it's gonna be hard to deal with those wall breakers. Especially with
it's gonna be really hard. Yeah, especially if Felix brings out even more bait. Oh, and speaking of the wall breakers, are we gonna get a double connection? Oh,
dude, I feel the pain right now that Magma's feeling. He's got nothing for those wall breakers. No building. I would almost say that his only option here is to just save the Dark Prince for the wall breakers and just try to figure out a way to squeeze in that rider. I don't really see many options for him.
Yeah, Magma definitely has to play way more defensive here. He's got to find out a way to catch those miners. I think Ewiz and even the Ram Rider can probably counter those wall breakers pretty good, but he's just got to be saving his defense.
Said it, man. He needs
That being said, we're only 45 seconds left until overtime.
No, and it's scary. Felix has
over.
barely any damage on the tower. Uh-oh, huge push, opposite lane. Wall breakers definitely connecting. Oh my god,
that Magic Archer is looking really silly.
He's looking meek right now. I don't want to be that guy. Alright, Ram Rider sneaking its way in, but it's not going to do much. Inferno Tower is just too good for it. Alright, Magic Archer getting a little bit of connections here. Forces a defensive miner, that's pretty big. Let's see if Magma can use this momentum to somehow overpower him. I don't know.
But here comes the wall breakers.
Oh, forced an
I said drop
Ewiz
8
and
elixir
Magic Archer.
just to stop them.
So much elixir. Ewiz distracted, not going to be able to reset. Oh wait, it does reset. Ram gets some good connections. Dark Prince is on tower. Snowball's going to bounce off that wall breaker. Wall breaker does not connect. Holy smokes, that wall breaker would have finished the game.
It definitely would have. And Magma's playing a lot more aggressive now. It's working a lot better for him. You can see that he's closed this damage gap a lot, but
Oh no.
Miner
That
on the
guy's
tower.
bridge.
Poison comes down.
I think that might be game locked.
Only a matter of time unless Magma can just really knock it out of the park right here. Even the log takes it.
Wow. GG. Felix.
Felix
2-0
on a rampage.
right now. Dude, I don't even know what to say. Once the ball gets rolling for some of these guys, it just doesn't stop. We saw it at the last game. JH went 5-0 last game for outplay.
Oh my gosh.
And it was against Q-Lash, and Q-Lash has like amazing players. He went 5-0 in King of the Hill. Sweep the whole team. So who knows, guys? Momentum. It's hard to break it.
Yeah, momentum is a big thing. So we got Venom coming out. He's been, based on his Royal API profile, he's been playing a little bit of bridge spam, P.E.K.K.A bridge spam, a little bit of that Royal Giant cycle with the Executioner. We'll see if he busts that out against Felix and his Wallbreaker Menace. But maybe even just do something like, I don't know, like 2.9 Expo, that you can quick cycle the logs, keep those wall breakers in check.
Well, let's see. We're about to find out. Good analysis there, Durian. And here we go into match number 3. Venom, Felix. Felix take out the 2-0 King. A lot of fish. Love that card. It is a whole game changer, but looks like Venom turning the tides, playing the same deck right back in his face.
Yeah, Venom's taking a page out of the Wallbreaker's book for sure.
Oh wait, not totally identical, but still Wallbreaker's gonna.
And the decks in this meta have been so wacky.
Yeah, man, you're not gonna see these decks on ladder every day. But who knows? These could be common top tier deck.
Could be.
We don't know at the bottom of the board. But at least here at Clash Contender Series, we get to see what it's like.
Oh no.
Wow. Huge connection. Felix throwing up the everything's fine emote. Because you know it ain't fine right now. Just in.
Wallbreaker's looking like the defining card of the meta right now.
Yeah, I gotta say, Wallbreaker's scary, man. They buffed Wallbreakers to be like the Hercules of Clash right now. For 3 elixir, you're getting your bang for your buck.
So this Valkyrie's gonna be a little rough against the Witch, the way that she spawns now.
Giant behind the Witch. I don't know if that was the play. Maybe it was.
But look at that. The way the Witch spawns the skeletons now, Valkyrie was halfway dead by the time it got to her.
Miner did do some serious help on that Giant push, but what was that Giant, man? I've never seen Giant go behind the Witch like that.
It's a little wacky. little wacky.
A little. Here comes a big push. Felix probably going to drop the miner again on that Inferno Tower. There it is. Perfect timing. Poison comes down. That Inferno Tower is going to go down with one punch of the Giant. Not a bad push there, but oh my god, look at Felix's Tower Venom.
Yeah, while that was happening in the other lane, we had a minor wall breakers push and nothing to stop that.
Dude, this is looking good for Venom. Just needs to hold off on this push, and this is his. One more log does it. And Venom taking down Felix and putting one up. Vanguard. A little BM minor in the back, but he still got the win fair and square.
Someone send this deck to B-Red. Get a
Yes.
minor cycle deck with the wall breakers.
Dude.
I would not be surprised if we see some of this coming out from B-Red
Dude, we're
in
gonna
his next matches.
see these decks more. I mean,
That man loves minor.
you know how it is, man. How it is. Once a balance change comes out, everybody abuses the ball. Right now,
You got
wall
to.
breakers. You can't blame them. Can't blame them. But up next,
No, you cannot.
one of my personal favorites, Bag. Team Liquid Bag. Really excited to see Bag play. Amazing player. He's got a plan tonight. Let's see what it is.
Venom with the Goblin Cage. Oh, wall breakers. All right. I gotta call it here. I think Bag's got the win. He's got wall breakers. That's as simple as it is. You
That's
know
as
what
simple
I mean?
as it is. Just everything on wall breakers. Well, it's like in the casino, kids. When you put everything on black, you got a 50-50 chance. Looks like Venom might be golem.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, is he on goal? And then how is he going to be able to deal with this quick rush?
Well, he does have the Goblin
From
Cage, so
all this
wall
wall
breakers
breakers
are
bait.
definitely going to be paired up with Goblin Cage. I'm kind of curious, though. Bag, amazing player he is probably going to figure a way around that. I'm guessing it's going to be a couple of miners to the middle, maybe a Princess Lock, and those wall breakers might be running.
They're definitely going to be running. And another thing for Bag to get around the Goblin Cage is he's got a much quicker cycle.
Wait. Executioner. Interesting. Venom definitely has an upper hand. That Executioner is going to be huge. I mean, that could easily take out wall breakers, easily take out bats, easily take out Skeleton Barrel.
Whoa, did you see that King Tower activation?
King Tower activation. Perfect play by Bag. Wow. This is going to be...
But you're definitely right. The Executioner is going to wreak havoc on most of the units in Bag's deck
Oh,
all by
wait.
itself.
Goblin Cage had to be popped. Wall breakers. Definitely in Bag's future here. Let's see if he decides to go...
When?
Main lane or op.
The only question is when.
There it
The only
is.
question is when.
Wall breakers coming down, and they're gone.
Venom's been doing a really good job at, always keeping either Goblin Cage or Barbarian Barrel in hand for the wall breakers. He knows that without being tanked for, the wall breakers will die to that Barbarian Barrel.
This is gonna be hard for Bag to stop, but I have faith that he's got a plan. Huge
Oh man,
push
look
on
at
him.
this push.
Oh man, this is rough stuff. Fisherman pulled in the golem. That's exactly what needs to happen here, but that's still going to be a good golem tanking everything.
And all those support troops, they're basically all still alive.
Night Witch makes it on the tower. That's a couple of swings from her. Really good damage there from Venom, but great defense from Bag. Coming back in here with the wall breakers. Miner comes down the back. Fisherman doing what he does best.
Oh, this is going to be a huge chance for Bag if he can cycle back to those wall breakers. Venom's two main counters are where the Barbarian Barrel and the Goblin Cage, they both just got played. So
You gotta remember the Venom does have NATO.
NATO
He is
is
the NATO for the Skeleton Barrel, so this is gonna be interesting. connect this time. Let's see if Venom tries to drop Golem. Not gonna be able to make it in that small amount of time. There's Executioner. I think he's gonna try to force a NATO there on the right hand side.
Could be. I'm gonna call it. It kind of looks like Bag is just slapping down cards and maybe not thinking too hard about it. Or maybe he's got some mastermind in plan that I just don't understand.
Barbell used. I think NATO is used too. Wallbreaker is coming down right hand side. Miner gonna come in the back to tank. Nightwitch not gonna be able to take out both of them. That's one Wallbreaker.
Nightwitch says no.
Oh. Goblin Cage.
Right back to the Goblin Cage, right?
Wow, dude, so much. I don't think Bags is throwing cards, man. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. He's putting on the exact pressure he needs, and Venom can't even play Golem. Haven't you noticed he hasn't played Golem since that one time, and he has no way to play it. If he drops Golem in the back, Bag is just gonna retaliate so hard.
There you have it. That is Bag's plan. It is to prevent Venom from playing that Golem.
Oh no! Golem is played, but Wallbreakers, does he have anything? Oh my god!
That's
huge shot.
Damage.
But it's still... The Golem makes his way to the tower. Fisherman pulls Golem in. And that's awesome. Awesome defense from Bag. At first it looked like Venom's game, but I don't know anymore, man. Bag got Miner on tower. Doesn't have a big spell. That's crazy damage. A couple Miners. Maybe just one more Miner, actually, to finish the game. Holy smokes. I don't think
Wallbreakers, they just change it in an instant.
There's Miner on tower. Nothing to block that Miner. NATO had to be used. 114 health, but guys, lowest hour gets the axe.
That is a good point with only 15 seconds left. Neither of these players with any sort of spell that's going to get them any damage on the tower. Venom is freaking out.
That is gonna be it.
That's
Bag.
wow.
Dubs, dude, came back so good, so strong. Alright, so it's gonna be 3-1. The deciding game will be played. Oh wait, no, that's it. That's all. That's all she wrote. Wow, GG's well played. Oh my goodness, that was so much faster than expected. But wow,
Team Liquid showing some dominance.
Team Liquid just destroying. I mean, like 2v2, 2-0. King of the Hill, 2 in a row. Lost one, finished off the last one.
Yeah,
like
they only lost one match the whole set.
Insane, absolutely insane. I was blown away that was the last match. I was like, wow, where'd the time go?
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're done? What?
I know.
What?
Boggled my mind. So next game is gonna start soon.
What did I tell you? Bag had the Wallbreakers.
I know, man, dude. You put your money on Black, and you put your money on Wallbreakers, and you came out victorious.
I'm pretty sure everyone that played Wallbreakers won their match.
Let's confirm that actually, if you could. That's actually an interesting statement. Guys, just play Wallbreakers.
Just saying. Yeah, just play Wallbreakers.
That's the secret sauce. All right, so next match gonna come up.
Every 1v1 set was won by a Wallbreaker, so you just gotta play Wallbreaker. It's as easy as that.
Easy as.
The only game that Felix dropped for Team Liquid was the one where he didn't play Wallbreakers, and Venom played Wallbreakers.
This is true, man. Hey, Durian is confirming.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't. So definitely awesome matches by Vanguard as well. They did put up good fights, and you know what? We can't count them out. Team Liquid constantly showed up with some extraordinary days. But guys, first, hey, there's still a ton of matches to go, so don't count out Vanguard. But Team Liquid. So up next we have Tribe Academy versus Shivas. Really excited, really excited. I haven't seen of Shivas maybe since back. So really excited to see them coming in here.
They're totally new to me, so
hey,
I'm coming in blind. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna pull out for us.
I got a feeling they're gonna surprise. They're a really good bunch. When they're they made it through about halfway through the brackets, the final bracket playoffs, and they did a really good job. For a name that's not well known. They're a really good team. We should be
awesome.
Going in the chat, I see a couple of Tribe wins up in there. Tribe. What's up, sweet? What's going on, Star? Rocks down. What's up, buddy? So they're going over the rules right now, and then we're next. I'm gonna pull up the roster a little early. I know last time I was kind of fumbling around with my overlay and stuff. I didn't have time to take a look at the roster. Let's see.
So Tribe has got some pretty good people. Sweep says he's not playing this match, so
man,
that's a little interesting. But Tribe has picked up Wallace, who was the first in the qualifiers, ranked number 1. The cheese.
The cheese. Dude, if anyone remembers Wallace and Gromit, hands down one of the best claymation. Best animation. Well,
you gotta go out and watch yourself some Wallace and Gromit. Do you see the penguin one? That's one of my favorites.
I have, but I know you're talking about. Reminds me of the penguin from those little clay buddies. Chronos Cat Mobile. Yo, dude, it took 100 million downloads.
Wow.
But hey guys,
we're
going
off.
in. It's starting. Let me get the next scoreboard up. Sorry about that.
We got Kiki and Davu versus Kyle and Clover. So Kyle and Clover, they are Tribe. So we're gonna have Tribe on the bottom, the blue team, and they're starting it off with that nice giant skeleton witch push.
Underway. Give me there we go. Sorry about that.
Oof. Tribe tried to be really aggressive there. They had a giant skeleton witch push. They dropped the graveyard on top of it and the freeze. So they're going all in.
Dude, these decks look familiar.
Now they got a deal. just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's no surprise to me after seeing this why we saw some graveyard bans in CRL. For CRL week 4, people were like, I've had enough of the graveyard.
It's surprising to me because I personally can't use graveyard. It's too random for me. Too RNG. I don't like it. But you know what? For 2v2, I can understand. Yeah, RNG, man.
Really?
It's an undeciding factor. I like my damage firm. I don't like to be guessing if a skeleton's gonna get a hit or not and leave it to chance. But you know what? These guys, they're not leaving anything to chance. They're putting everything on the field, so got a lot of respect.
There was a nice little last second Dark Prince there to keep that giant skeleton off the tower.
Dude, defensive game early on has been insane. I'm excited for this double elixir that's about to happen. Mega Knight coming in hot at the bridge. You know it's going to be big when Mega Knight comes down at the bridge like that. Graveyard on tower. No freeze for our players of
Interesting. You know, I think Devos probably has a like-minded to you, T-Clap. They're like, I don't want to rely on random skeletons and freeze. Let's get that consistent graveyard poison going.
Exactly. Poison down. They both have poison, so that's pretty big.
You gotta have poison. Graveyards everywhere.
Exactly.
Right?
With NATO
you don't have poison, you're gonna be having a bad time.
But it looks like right now Tribe Academy is not having the best of times. That left tower taking it. Here comes another big push graveyard. You know it's coming down once something crosses the bridge.
Absolutely.
Dark Prince gonna get a little connection. Nice. good thing here is at least no giant skellies has made their way to the tower, but huge freeze coming down. There's nothing to defend. Oh my god. Tribe Academy.
All it takes.
Coming back from absolutely getting demolished to demolishing their opponents.
I was gonna say, like,
What?
it seemed like Chivas was really taking the aggressive stance there, and like they would just boom something at the bridge, graveyard. Okay, you just defended that, boom something at the bridge, graveyard, and then Tribe was like, all right, we found our moment, freeze, you're dead.
That's all it takes, and you know what? That's the level of respect I have for graveyard players, because that's the risk you're taking, right? You know your opponent's probably gonna run poison, but when they just don't have the elixir or don't have it in cycle, dude, they're done. There's nothing they can do except just watch their tower health dwindle. Did you see how fast that tower went down? It was
It was crazy.
Speed. Oh,
it was crazy. Tribe has some, they're cold-blooded killers today.
Absolutely crazy. But here we go, guys. Next match coming at you.
So we're gonna see more graveyard, right?
Probably. I would assume so. I think we have a feeling it's gonna be giant skelly graveyard. I can only guess.
What a surprise!
Do you hear the skeleton bones crackling? That just sends the chills.
They clack. I don't play enough with sound to know what sounds they make.
Yeah, they're clickety clacking down
They need to make a squeaky skeleton. It's like
squeaky skeleton. like a really oversized skeleton. Just watery boots.
Ooh. Tribe switching it up with the Royal Giant.
Solid lightning there. RG makes his way onto the tower. Goblin Cage, pretty much worthless. Except it's gonna pop for an aggressive. Which is cleaned up.
Wow, that was a huge push.
Tribe ain't messing around. Spades and Kyle, definitely a force to be reckoned with. But hey, we saw before, Tribe took a beating early on last game and came back for the win, so I'm not counting out Chivas.
Yeah. Anything goes when Graveyard Freeze is on the table.
Well, it looks like they're changing it up. RG this time coming out for Tribe. I wouldn't expect a graveyard, but except it looks like Kyle might be right. Just based on his deck.
I don't think so. They both got Royal Giant, so they're going with the double.
This is true.
Skeleton giant, giant skeleton, Royal Giant. We've seen that kind of before. Adding in graveyard, maybe it'll work just because they're throwing their opponents completely for a loop. But I suspect we see something tried and true.
Giant Scaly RG at the bridge. This is the playmaker. I'm expecting. I was either expecting a spell or some support troops there, but really on that, RG did get a shot. Look at that tower health, man. That's only 48 seconds left. I don't know how this is gonna come back from this. We'll see. You have graveyard, man. Oh, and that's tower down. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Good play on the Giant Skelly at the bridge. Graveyard gonna come down. Skellies clean that up. No freeze. Yeah, Giant Bomb gonna do some serious damage. Baby Dragon getting wiped out, and that's only 18 seconds left. It looks like it's safe to say that Tribe. Oh, and I don't want to count him out yet. I don't want to count him out yet. Okay, no, it's
5 seconds left. You can count it.
It's definitely safe to say that Tribe Academy has just 2-0'd Chivas. Well done, Spades and Kyle. It's definitely starting us off on the right foot. So, Durian, we saw Graveyard back to back to back to back. We saw Giant Skelly back to back. What do you think we're gonna see in King of the Hill? Could you only guess? I mean, if I was a wizard and I could guess what we're gonna see in this King of the Hill match, I wouldn't say Wallbreaker. Would it? I don't know.
You don't think so? I don't know. If I was Tribe or Chivas and I was watching what happened in the Team Liquid Academy match, I would be playing Wallbreakers. I'd be like, throw all the plans out the window. Throw it out the window. We're playing Wallbreakers.
I would just say crazy. Like, dude, Wallbreakers? Like, why not like Lumberjack? Nah,
Lumberjack Loon Freeze. Not against it.
totally joking.
And thank you for Starlight for the raid. Hope you guys
Starlight
all
with the
enjoy it here.
raid. What?
We get some exciting matches, lots of graveyard, and potentially lots of wall breakers.
Welcome, welcome. Star Bright. RC. So guys, we are gonna get into this next match in just a hair of a second. Here we go. Oops, missed the button there. But guys, we have up from Tribe Academy. We have Ali versus Kevin. Ali. I feel like with that extra E, you just gotta give it that.
You gotta give it to Ali.
Yeah. Like, you know, like Prince Ali. Anyway, we're having fun up here in the casting booth.
Alright, these guys might be playing the same deck, because we saw like the minor Valkyrie Bats wall breakers. They've kind of both, and it had the E-Wiz, so if they've got, okay, never mind, don't listen to me. But we had all the pieces there of the puzzle.
No, you're on it, dude. I think Goblin Cage was in this deck earlier.
Either the Goblin Cage or the Inferno Tower, so maybe some slight variations that
True.
we've got going on.
It is a preference. Valkyrie as well. I do
Wallbreaker
like
strikes again.
I like
Wallbreaker is going to take a victory here no matter what. Just saying.
You have a point. One way or another, Wallbreakers are going to win. You guys might want to take Durian to Vegas because he's got good bets. Oh! What just happened?
I felt those explosions all the way up from over here.
Oh my goodness gracious. That Wallbreaker had a sliver of health and that log came a sliver too late. That is tower down. Kevin demoralized after that tower, just watching it fall. Nothing you could do. Watch. Kevin trying to poke for weaknesses. 10 seconds left. We're about to go into things are gonna get crazy. These cheap cycle decks get a little wild. We get into double elixir.
They absolutely do. We got. There's definitely a chance here for Kevin to bring things back in double elixir if he can mount some crazy wall breaker pushes, but might be a little tough.
I honestly don't know. It looks like Ali has a perfect cycle to defend the wall breakers with the Goblin Cage and his Ewiz.
The Goblin Cage, the Valkyrie.
Snowball definitely valuable here, but wow, forces the Snowball and the Ewiz. Not a bad push there from Kevin's got 22 seconds left, but his King Tower is not looking too healthy.
That is the danger of the wall breakers. Ali had to drop with 6 elixir, Snowball, and Ewiz just to stop him.
What is this? And doing. Ali looks like he's about to go for the ground, but there's not enough time left. Neither is enough time for Kevin to come back from it. That is. Oh, Ali. Ali taking the first win. And we are back. Caster booth. What do you guys think of our caster booth? We got like this makeshift green screens going on. It's almost like we're in the same room. Like if I reach over, like Durian, if I reach to your right, I think it's your. No, you gotta go the other way. You gotta go the other way. Oh, I can grab you and like choke you. That's a screenshot. We're definitely screenshotting.
But I gotta get closer so it's like
that. Or just use like force grab.
Yeah.
But nah, you've been great, man, and I do appreciate you casting with me. Guys.
No, this has been great. I'm glad to have you. Glad to be here.
You gotta follow him. Gotta follow him. Durian, throw the plugs in, man.
The plugs in.
If,
Alright, I'll put it in
Storm's in the chat. You want to shout
chat.
out Durian's Twitch for me, please? The man definitely deserves the respect that he well deserves. A great guy. We're waiting for our next match. It looks like it's going to be Ali versus Kiki.
Ali versus Kiki.
But we be out here. Thank you, the tag, for the shout out. I appreciate it. I think you got to tag his name. Tag his name. It should appreciate it. But guys, please drop the follow for Durian. He is an guy and master.
This is
All right.
been a good time. So let's see. So Ali just took that one. So Ali's on a roll here.
If he keeps doing that, seems.
Yeah, momentum has been a huge thing in this, especially in the past game. And Chivas got to get on the board, right?
Gotta. They have to. This is their last opportunity. This set is all the money for them. They either leave it on the table or they go for it all. That's really what it comes down to. And you know
I'd like to
They're
get.
not
I don't know about you, T-Clap. I'd like to see a few more games.
Me
not
too,
have it go
man.
as quick
I want to go to
as the
set
team
3.
requests.
I want to make this interesting. Unfortunately, the scoreboard is saying 2-0, which is a daunting thing to look at, but unfortunately, it's not accurate. It should be 1-0 right now for Tribe, but that's okay. That is okay. We're balling on a budget, Cat. But not for the players. The players
This game's
say-
up in the air. I don't think anyone's using wall breakers, so I'm just gonna call that out there.
So then who's your money on, dude? If no one's using wall breakers, it's all up in the air.
Yeah, it's completely up in the air. It's a coin flip at this point.
But you know what? I gotta say, I really do want to see us make a comeback. So that's who I'm cheering for at this point. Not biased or anything.
Absolutely.
I love Tribe, but I like to see an exciting match.
I've got a feeling Kiki's playing like Ram Rider or something. He's got to be playing something to take advantage of that lumberjack rage.
Either playing Loon or some weird I have no idea actually. I think he's playing Loon.
Look at that Mega Knight coming down.
Perfect timing there. That witch is just gonna keep it. Uh-oh, yep, it is gonna be Loon.
Ooh, you called it.
Ali's got a
There's
good
Loon.
placement there on the Goblin Cage. Magic Archer should have no problem with the help of the towers. Might take death damage, but you know what? Good, solid defense there from Ali.
Kiki had an excellent defense there with the lumberjack to block the witch Mega Knight, but something tells me that's not gonna work all the time. So
Ooh, no, and you
we'll
got
see how long he
there.
can keep it up.
Snowball gonna come down. Snowball misses though for Kiki. He tried to snowball the hogs, I believe, and those royal hogs are doing work on the tower. Ali throwing out
The
the
witch
well
is
played.
still out there making skeletons.
Dude, that's all she'd be doing.
Yikes.
Popping skellies left and right. It's a scary sight. Oh, here comes a lumberjack loon push. Goblin Cage out of cycle. Snowball.
Nice.
Not coming down. That loon's going down. Witch.
Not quite
that
enough.
Buff damage. Takes out the loon by her lone summon. And this looks like it's going to be game for Ali. Nothing Kiki can do.
We were talking about that momentum, right?
We were talking about the momentum. But boy, oh boy. I really do want to show us that.
Well, they've got one more player up their sleeve.
One more. Time to pull the rabbit out of the hat.
They got a lot to put on their back.
Exactly.
Last player of Chivas.
Is it the last player?
JC. It's
3 or
if
4?
it's the last of the King of the Hill. It's 3.
Oh, it is 3. Okay.
It is 3.
I always get caught up
We
with
got JC.
with how many times people play versus who's actually playing on coming off.
Yeah,
But this is it,
absolutely.
guys. It would be AC runs through the list. Really awesome to see. But right now, Ali does have that momentum. So from the past, that momentum it goes a long way, man. What do you think, man? We didn't see wall breakers that game. Wow, what a shocker!
I know.
What a shocker!
I think, as much as I want to see more games, I think the momentum that Ali has got, keeping it going, he's just going to He's just gonna keep the snowball going. He's gonna keep it rolling. And JC, maybe, you know, depends on what kind of player is he. Is he one that kind of steps up to the pressure, or is it like maybe there's just a little too much on him? And it's interesting here. Kiki and JC are both the legacy picks for Chivas, so they opted to rely more on their legacy picks than their combine picks.
Which is interesting. And you know what? Some people were a little upset about that. We're a little upset about teams, quote unquote, picking favorites. You know what? These players, you gotta admit, they've been with these teams for so long, and for them to grow as an organization together, it's kind of fair. I kind of do like the legacy picks. You can't really help the fact that, you know what, maybe another player is a little bit higher up on the rung, but your team, you know, been here, part of the team, and you've been with them for a while. I respect that. But they're only limited to 2
I definitely respect
legacy
that too.
You gotta say, like, at least it's fair. It's not the whole team you pick.
Definitely. I think that the one thing is interesting is, like, we are playing Clash Contenders in a CRL type format, but there's no restriction on who gets to play in what matches. So, you know, there is an argument said that Clover, aka Spades, you know, got to play in 2v2, and he played in King of the Hill. And Ali is also their legacy player, so they really only played one of their combine players as far as tribe goes.
This is
so
true.
There's something to say that maybe they're not giving enough chance to the other players.
This might be. But at the same time, Ali did not give their players another chance. I'm up on the board.
This is true. All right.
So...
I can't argue with that one. But while we're speaking, JC's taking a lead here. 400 damage lead over Ali.
It looks like early pressure is on.
And do you know what I spy in his deck, T-Clap?
Don't even say it. Well, you know what he has, actually. He's got your favorite card there, the Royal Recruit.
This is true. Now I'm torn.
Now you're torn, right? You can't decide wall breakers or Royal Recruits. If you ask me, Royal Recruits definitely counter wall breaker.
They do a good job of that, because you also get that counter push going no matter what side you play them, taking up the whole arena.
And I know Sweeps in the chat, he likes his Royal Recruit Sparky deck, so he's a little happy to see it. No Sparky though. Sorry, Sweep. Sparky today. Anyway, guys, 25 seconds left for OT. We got some good competition. This is going to be an interesting match. Obviously, Ali playing for the win. JC playing to survive for his team. So you can imagine the pressure he feels right now. Going against Ali. Ali almost has a ton of pressure. He's chilling right now. Ali with a huge split push. Royal Hogs on both towers. Bats are going to back it up as well. That tower is taking tremendous damage. Holy smokes.
And just like that. And the great thing about the Royal Recruits is that they're just taking up so much space that JC just can't make an offensive while they're on the field.
Exactly. JC's trying to get
doesn't matter what lane.
Minor, but he really needs wall breaker connections here to make anything happen. But Magic Archer gets a couple of shots. Oh man, this is not looking too good. Here comes the play. Ali needs to get a connection here. One wall breaker. Not gonna make it. Perfect snowball defense from Ali, but Ali doesn't have enough elixir for a recruit, so hopefully JC can keep this up and not allow Ali to go in. Our recruits are down. Defensive Tesla's up.
JC's on the defensive now, which waiting for those Royal Recruits to slowly get there. But it gives Ali a lot of time to just build up elixir. Support this troop, and look at that Magic Archer.
Was not supposed to be in range of that Tesla tower, but look at this Magic Archer getting serious connections onto the tower on the right. Royal Hog's gonna come down. Tesla might just be back in cycle. It is perfect timing there. That is beautiful for JC that he was able to pull off.
And you believe this Magic Archer still in the field?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And gets a shot. Why not? Good news is Ali doesn't have a big spell, so he really needs to pull it off. JC going hardcore on defense. Magic Archer gonna pick off that Dark Goblin. That's huge. Dark Goblin's huge on defense. Doesn't have much to defend. And that Tesla's played a little too far over to the right. Royal Hog's probably going to come in on the left. Here they go. 2 piggies going to go towards that tower. And this is looking really good for Ali. This is all he needs. Snowball's going to come down. Pigs connect, and that's going to be it. Game over. Wow.
It's just well played by Ali. He recognized the Royal Recruits. Just once they're on the field, there's nothing that JC can do to apply any pressure to him.
GG's.
Just kept it up.
Dude, we're seeing a pattern here.
Another domination.
Seriously, starting day 1 off strong. Tribe Academy, Team Liquid Academy are going to take the wins today. Walk away happy. As for Vanguard and Chivas, unfortunately, today they're going to keep their heads a little bit low. They're going to come back strong next time. I guarantee it. They're going to practice hard. They're going to come back strong. And they're going to make things happen. But guys, this has been awesome. Been the Clash contender. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for audience volume. It's amazing to see the community come together like this, and you know, when there's $10,000 on the line, I mean, that's a pretty big deal, especially because Supercell.
It's a very big deal.
I mean,
I know wall breakers less. We're not trying to keep it on the hush.
we're slipping. I mean, the teams might be slipping a little bit of money to Seth to buff those wall breakers. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen with that man and balance sheet, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But guys, I really do appreciate it. I just want to make a huge shout out to everybody, all the admins that make this possible. You guys are great.
Absolutely.
Mobile Matt for starting the ball running. You are awesome. And thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to share live with you guys. You know, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And thank you to everybody that
big
followed.
thanks to the whole team.
My wife actually donated some bits. And, I'm looking at the thing, but oh my god. Sheep 2006 goat, thanks for the bits. Guys, you guys are beautiful. We had a whole bunch of raids. We had Bag, Cashman, McClark TV, the Cheeto Finger, Lizard Queen. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been great. But seriously, guys, go follow Durian on Twitch. Awesome.
Would appreciate it.
And you know what?
I will also. Yeah, I will be back. Not with me, but with Chachi. Not with T-Clap, but with Chachi. So I'll be a guest on his stream that time. So hope to see you all again tomorrow. And like T-Clap said, we gotta thank all the admins and everybody. They do so much work for this, and it's awesome.
They don't get enough credit, man. They don't get enough credit.
They do not.
And you know what? That's why we had that a little extra money on the side for them, because that's just how it should be, man. How it should be. And I just want to say
gotta show that appreciation.
Bro. But guys, have a beautiful night. You know what? Before we go though, because as a Twitch streamer, it is our responsibility. Let's see if there's anybody online playing Clash Royale. Let's hit them with a nice raid, a nice fat raid, because you know how that feeling is. Get that fat raid.
It's a great feeling.
Before we go though,
and T-Clap, I just want to thank you for having me.
Dude, yeah, of course, man.
It's been great.
Your name up there, I had to jump on it. I had to jump on that dual cast. Let's go see who's playing Clash Royale. Grab a fat raid, but before we do, I'm gonna look at the chat for a second. You know, after that, right?
Just a little bit.
Just gonna pop off some Tarvi. Oop, I don't know. Esquax, Luck from Belgium. Oh, hey, what's up, man? I seen you around. Zugio, Hypernova, what's up, brother? Knight. A lot of familiar names. Rusty, what's up, brother? Another tournament winner. Coach Try. We got Latak, obviously. And Konax, Kronos. Sickness, Storm, and I'll stop it there. I don't want to go too far.
All the peeps. Thank you so much for tuning in.
But Durian, is there anything else you want to say before I go ahead and raid some beautiful man or woman?
No, I got nothing. Just all the thank yous all around again, especially to you for having me here. And yeah, keep supporting this guy, T-Clap. And just so you guys get a little sneak at what's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to be Cream Academy versus Undead and Team Liquid versus Tribe. So that will be quite a game.
Really, really crazy. And
Because those two teams, they just destroyed their opponents today.
they
right?
really
So
did.
how are they going to fare against each other?
They really did, and
I'm
and
excited.
it was just crazy that, like, you know, there wasn't even one match that had 1-1. You know, it wasn't 1-1. It was
No.
created one match. But earlier today there was. Earlier today,
Today.
there was a couple of matches like that, and I really did enjoy watching Full Frontage. Shout out to Full Frontage. It looks like we have another esports match going on. I just want to make sure it's not like not Clash Royale and they messed up the title, because it looks like a Spanish stream. But you know
Gotcha.
what? Esports nonetheless. It looks like that's going on. So if you guys are huge into esports, it looks like we have a huge match going on right now. So we're gonna give them a nice fat raid in honor of Clash Royale esports. No, it is not in English. So if you guys are really turned off by that, don't be. It's the game. You got to get into the gameplay. I keep telling people that. You got to watch the Korean streamers. You got to watch the Chinese. You got to watch everybody equally, because that's how you get better at the game. Pro players know people from around the world because they watch them. That's the point. That's the respect level that we have in this community. So it's all about the gameplay, guys. You're spectating somebody in a match. You're not listening, talking. So it's the same thing sometimes. Quality CR esports. So we're gonna give Two Sport a fat raid and a fat host as well. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a blast. Again, I can't thank everybody enough. Durian, you're awesome, dude. You're awesome. All right, we're working on the green screen, guys. Look,
No,
we're
you're
trying.
awesome, T-Clap.
Trying here. Look, I got dressed up. I made Durian get dressed up. We're trying to do.
I'll bust out the tie next time.
Next time he'll bust out the tie. Tomorrow, I want to see it on Chachi's stream. I want to see it.
Ooh. Yeah. I think we can arrange. I think we can arrange for that.
We'll see. I know Chachi's not much of a formal man, but I'm sure he can pull off a tie. All right, guys. We're gonna drop the fat raid. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
Take it easy. Oh.
That was fun. That was great.
Dude, that was